more Japanese women suffer from excessive drinking. Heavy alcohol use doubles in decade amongst those in their 50s, but falls amongst the young. Interesting, okay? So let's break it down. So the number of Japanese women drinking unhealthy amounts of alcohol is increasing in Japan. Whoa, okay. The share of women whose heavy drinking could lead to lifestyle-related diseases like heart disease and diabetes now exceeds that of men, particularly amongst women in their 50s, pioneers of the modern female workforce. Okay, according to a survey by the Tokyo Metropolitan Government, since women generally have less alcohol, dehydrated, what the flip is that word? And so don't break down the substances as well as men do. Drinking is harder on their bodies. Let me try and break that down. So dehydrogenase. Okay, in alcohol guidelines released in February, the Ministry of Health, Labour and Welfare said consuming 20 grams or more of pure alcohol per day could increase the risk of lifestyle diseases for women, while men would face an increased risk only if they consume 40 grams or more per day. Okay, let's see. So it says here, right? I've always enjoyed drinking throughout my career, said a 60-year-old female employee at a major healthcare company. Interesting. She belongs to the first generation of women hired after the Equal Employment Opportunity Act took effect in 1986. Okay, she worked alongside male colleagues as a section chief for 15 years until she turned 50. During that time, she frequently went out drinking with her colleagues and business partners, sometimes consuming nearly a bottle of wine a night. Whoa, okay. So let's break it down more. The share of women drinking unhealthy amounts of alcohol rose from 2009 to 2019, while that of men fell. Okay, interesting there. So it says here, right, okay, during those 10 years, the share of heavy drinkers amongst women increased in the groups over 40 years old, with the proportion amongst those being in their 50s rising from 8.9% to 16.8%, surpassing the male average of 14.9%. Meanwhile, the percentage of heavy drinkers fell among young women in their 30s and 20s, okay, highlighting a trend amongst younger Japanese to abstain from drinking. Many women in their 20s and 30s also shun alcohol due to pregnancies and childbirth. Whoa, the increase in drinking amongst middle age and older women is closely linked to their entry into the workforce following the introduction of the Equal Employment Law. Interesting. While there are positive aspects to being able to enjoy drinking freely with your hard-earned money, the impact on your health cannot be underlooked. Okay, so there's been a very a rise on women in a particular age group, right, drinking quite a lot. Theo, you were there, right, in Japan, okay, many years ago. Is it true that Japanese women drink excessively? And from your eyes only, why was that the case? And is that a red flag there for passport? Brother, keep it real with me, Phil. Break it out for me, brother.
No, that's something I loved about them. Like, dude, Japanese women can drink a daijoki. Let's see if I have a daijoki here. I don't. Okay, so a daijoki is a huge, like, glass of beer. It's usually about 40 ounces, something around there. They can drink a daijoki in one hit. I saw them do this. I was like, I'm in love. Oh, and I loved how freely they drank, and they had no reservations about it. And it's true that they can't Japanese people can't process alcohol too well. They kind of do it, so they get really red. It's fun to watch. I love it. The reason why the women are in their late 40s and 50s are drinking is because they're Gen Xers like I am, and you have the herbivore man hit my generation first, and so it was Gen Xers who first had the lack of marriage, and now this is hitting these women who are going into their 50s, and they obviously don't have children, they don't have a family, and they have to live with that situation, and that's why they're drinking. I have plenty of girlfriends, not female friends from that time period, which I knew. And if I went back to Japan right now and I saw them outside the station that, having some teriyaki, and if they had at least one or two daijokis, I wouldn't be surprised. Like, I wouldn't be surprised if they were totally like passed out. They can drink. Those women can drink. We're not talking about like light beer either. Like Asahi as a start, they can drink Abis and Sapporo, like daijokis, which is Sapporo isn't a light beer at all. It can knock you out. And I also saw them drinking sochu. I love sochu. That actually messed with me. So it's not a bad issue for a passport, bro. You can have a lot of fun with this. I'm just saying. Drunk Japanese women kind of have no inhibitions.
Hold on, Theo, right? So for me, right, it's more about, a woman who drinks too much means that, I think isn't that a red flag, Theo? Like, no. She's not is she open to every dude? She's too bubbly, too touchy with every dude. I see it in the UK all the time, but a woman gets a couple of drinks in her, so she's talking to every dude, blah blah blah, and that's 3 or 4ism, bro. That's 3 or 4 activity.
No.
So Theo, you were there in Japan, Theo, right? Try and ease our concerns as to, we ain't gonna worry about, even though a Japanese woman drinks a lot, we ain't gonna worry about her being a 3 or 4, her throwing that box around, her going around with different dudes. Come on, bro.
Okay, so as far as I'm concerned, again, this is my personal opinion. Okay, my personal opinion is that Western women, largely speaking, are very weak, particularly mentally, and they have very low self-confidence, and that's why they throw the box around like that. They're just incredibly weak, and they say it's because of Western men. It isn't, because you put those women into Asia, then they really get it. And you can't say it's because of Japanese men at all, because they're not even paying attention to the women. So Japanese women, okay, if you drink, particularly in Asia, but also like we're focusing on Japan, there's certain rules to how you drink and how you act. And if you start, let's say this, if I act like a lech while I'm drinking, the society will shun me. And if you're a bit too loose as a woman while drinking, the society will shun you. However, if you're kind of like in a relationship and if you get wasted and you're like, take me home and let's have fun, the society is totally down for that. They like that. I have stories. Oh yeah. So yeah, I remember my wife when she'd go out and get smashed. I was like, yeah, this is gonna be a good night. I had no problems with that.
Tonight's gonna be a good night. Tonight's gonna be a good night. Tonight's gonna be a good night. Got a feeling.
It was good. She called me out, like she'd be coming home and she's like, get me at the station. I'd be like, okay, let's do it. And like, I'll get you at the station. So I get there and she'd be in a certain way. So I just let's just say I just take her to a love hotel. It's the closest one. Let's not even go home. Let's just stay the night there. She's like, okay. Boom. Yeah. Oh, we had fun. It was good. Oh yeah. I'm just saying, like again, Japanese women are not loose or not known for being loose while they're inebriated. That's just not how they are. But they will, if they like you, they will just attach to one guy and they will give plenty of signals that they want to be with that guy and that they want to have a relationship with him. And that's usually because the Japanese really can't say their real emotion during if they're not drinking. They're like kind of stoic. But when they're drinking, oh yeah, they let it out. So it's not going to be like, I want to have a train ridden on me. It could be like that. That's not how Japanese women are. No, they're not like that. That is some crazy stuff. But if she likes you, because say like you were like a Japanese 8, which is good, and she's with you, IP, and she had a hard day. It's like a Friday night, and then she goes out and she drinks 2 daijokis, which is incredible. I mean, I'd be like, yay! And then she just looks at you and she's like, IP, I want you to code my API in a special way. Right? Right? Okay, if she says that, she's not joking. But the thing is, she'd only be focusing on you. She wouldn't be looking at anyone else. It'd just be on you. So at this point, she'd be like, yeah, I want you to take me to a hotel, like now. She's not joking. Guys, I just want to say, I had so many dates do that to me. I rejected so many women on this point because I was just like, no, I'm not. We're not at that point in the relationship. But they were not joking. They're like, I got drunk and now I want it. I want it now. So if you want a relationship with her, oh, it's good to go. Boom, get in there. This is almost Patreon level. I'm just saying, you're good. It's a good thing. Do not think this is bad or something bad. Like, you want this. Like in the West, if I were in the West, if I were like a girl like Sally, and Sally was drinking in the bar, and she just said to me, like, she came up to me and says, like, we had classes together. She's known me. She's really getting drunk. We're having a good time drinking, and she just looks at me and she's like, she's giving me a signal. She's like, I'm yours. I want a relationship with you, and I'm yours. Well, in the old days, like, again, like when I was in university in the 90s, I could actually take her home and start a relationship. And there wouldn't be any threats. And I would be the only guy that she was with, at least for a while, right? I don't have to worry about it, and I could actually have a great time with her, right? That would be, like, healthy. It would be a good thing. Japan is like that right now. So especially with you guys, again, you passport bros, again, if you know a girl for a little bit, you've been talking to her, let's say you're on the 4th or 5th date, not the first 3. It's not going to happen the first 3 dates. But it's the 4th, 5th, 6th date, somewhere around there. She's been talking to you all day. You guys have been having a good time. Before you go to a bar, before you go on a date, she goes into a kombini and she buys a toothbrush. And you see her put a toothbrush into her bag. That's it. So get ready for it. I'm just telling you, it's going to happen.
Incredible. You know that song, right? Tonight's gonna be a good night. You know it? You know it?
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm, yep.
Yep.
Yeah, it is. It is, man. A Japanese woman without inhibitions is a fun thing. Oh, I have good stories. Oh my god. Oh,
keep
it's
it PG.
so good. I'm just saying it's good. I'm not gonna say. I'm not gonna say. I'm just saying. Woo, boy! It is good. It is very good. Hold on. Dot Gunner, you say, who takes a woman out on 6 dates? In Japan, you're going to be doing dating. Okay, you're not going to go for the box that quick. That's the way it is. You're going to do traditional dating. All right. If you can't do that, Japanese women will not go out with you. They are trained to go out on traditional dates and respect the man. You don't have to spend $100 on her. $30 dates are just fine. You don't have to go anything above that. But you do have to date her, or you will not get, nothing will happen with you two. All right? So the only difference is, it is trad dating. It's just that once you get to a certain part that she's going to give it to you, yeah, she's going to go crazy. And yeah, she gets drunk. Man. Yeah, she'd be talking to the walls, that's for sure. Yeah, that's all I can say. The headboard.
Oh my goodness, Bob. Yeah. I think we got to do a Patreon talk video about your time in Japan, bro. I know I must be wild.
Yeah, I do have some stories. Yeah, I know some crazy things. My friends though, I was tame. My friends were nuts. They were really I was crazy in Thailand, but the other guys were crazy in Japan. Yeah, there's a lot of good things you can do there. Guys, I'm just telling you guys who are listening in the chat, you guys really need to go to Japan. Yeah, but think about things in a Japanese way. So, like, if you're dating two women, she's going to try to figure that out. And she's going to, like, if she suspects you're dating two women, for the most part, she ain't going to date you anymore. Yeah, it's over. She's going to be with that. You have to prove yourself to the woman a lot. But you get to a certain point, you've proven yourself, especially if you speak in Japanese, you're like, hey, I'm down here, I'm going to be here for a while, I'm pro-family, you show that value to her, and then she gets drunk, it's a wrap. Oh my goodness. And they kiss so well. I'm just saying, they're such cute little kissers. I love kissing Japanese girls. I haven't done that in a long time. I need to go do that again. It's a good experience. Now you got me. Now I got all these kind of memories. I should go downstairs and get some Sapporo. Just sit here. I don't have a Daijogi though. I need to go to the market and go get one because I have not had a Daijogi in a long time. But if I had a Daijogi now, it'd just be water. I'm so lame. What can I say? Back then, I had like a pitcher of a beast and then like a Daijogi of a beast too, and I drink all of it in one sitting. Oh, it was good.